In the late 1500s, the world's oceans became a battlefield for two mighty empires, Catholic Spain and Protestant England. The Anglo-Spanish War, fought from 1585 to 1604, wasn't just a clash for power, it was a fiery struggle of faith, revenge, and the dawn of a new global order. The seeds of this conflict were sown years earlier. On one side stood Queen Elizabeth I of England, who had defiantly broken with the Catholic Church, establishing a Protestant nation. Across the sea, King Philip II of Spain, a deeply devout Catholic monarch, saw Elizabeth as a heretic and vowed to defend his faith. He felt it was his sacred duty to challenge her reign and punish England for its religious rebellion. Tensions reached a boiling point on the high seas. English privateers, like the infamous Sir Francis Drake, began a campaign of legalized piracy, raiding Spanish treasure ships laden with gold and silver from the New World. To Philip, these acts were intolerable provocations. Compounding this, England openly supported the Protestant Dutch rebels in their fight for independence from Spanish rule. What began as a political rivalry was rapidly escalating into a holy war. The climax arrived in 1588. King Philip II unleashed the legendary Spanish Armada, a massive fleet of over 130 heavily armed ships with a single audacious goal: invade England, overthrow Queen Elizabeth, and restore Catholic rule. The Invincible Armada was the most formidable naval force the world had ever seen. However, a combination of fierce storms, which the English called the Protestant wind, and innovative naval tactics turned the tide. The smaller, more maneuverable English ships, armed with superior long-range cannons, outmaneuvered the lumbering Spanish galleons. The Armada's devastating defeat was a turning point, signaling the decline of Spain's naval supremacy and heralding the rise of England as a dominant sea power. Though the Armada was shattered, the war was far from over. It raged on for nearly 2 more decades. A sprawling global conflict that stretched from the sun-drenched Caribbean to the misty coasts of Ireland and even to the shores of Spain itself. Both nations poured immense resources into the fight, leaving their treasuries empty and their people weary from the endless bloodshed. Finally, with both sides exhausted, peace was brokered in 1604 with the Treaty of London. While the treaty itself had mixed terms, England emerged from the long war stronger, more confident, and ready to build its own global empire. For Spain, the war marked the beginning of the end of its golden age of undisputed dominance. The Anglo-Spanish War wasn't just a battle of nations, it was a war that shaped faith, ambition, and the very destiny of the modern world. Thanks for watching. If you enjoy diving into history's most dramatic moments, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a new video.